Hi there, I'm Max Heider, I'm from Brazil, and I'm here making this video to share a bit of my portfolio, to tell about my background career and how I became a software developer. Starting on my free time, that I always looking to learn something new, search for new technology, and if it's useful for my projects or for some of my clients. Outside of the computer, I quite addicted with doing exercises, any kind of exercise, like swimming, running. I really enjoy motorcycle trails that keep my body healthy, and that helps relieve the stress and keep my mind fresh. And how I delivered myself to software engineering. Back then, since my childhood, I took some hardware courses that I always be passionate with technology, that lead me to work with local IT stores, building and providing maintenance to computers, even before my adult age. And because some family particularities, my family decided to move to a port city located in Santos, São Paulo. It's another state here in Brazil. There I have a lot of contact with the port and that big ships. Then I took opportunity to work on one of those ship cruises as a crew staff. That was my first international experience working abroad. Just after I finished my high school degree, then after the contract expires, I stopped to make the university on São Paulo. And on the third year of the university, I was accomplished. I won an international scholarship to study and work on Spain. So the next 6 months I study and work there in Spain. After finish the university, I took my first job as manager of a local gourmet burger store. And while I managed that place, the pivot point was the crypto mining boom on that time, that I used my knowledge on the hardware side to provide maintenance to crypto mining rigs, and that flamed my passion again with the technology. Then I signed up for a full stack Python course on that time. And 1 month later, I faced one of my close contacts complaining about his e-commerce with some login issues and some features that he wanted to implement, and his actual provider it's almost ignoring his solicitations. So after some analysis on his e-commerce project, I saw that it's possible to implement those features, even reducing his costs. So I took the project to build, and this project was my first and was the definitive hook to make me deep dive into software engineering. Let me show some of these projects right now. So this is my GitHub page, where I always make the updates on the codes here. I built this portfolio web page with multiple languages. I use here Next. It have a really great performance here. The skills that I'm using, the skills that I have, contact, and other skills that complement the software engineering skills. The project that I'm talking about, the first project was this one, this e-commerce here. It have my name here these days because later on this client didn't handle well the customer solicitations, because he used to work with business to business, so a lot of retail consumers, he didn't handle well a bunch of these solicitations. And these days my wife managed this e-commerce. I can make a split video dedicated of each of those projects that I can pass here. This is a Twitter clone, and it's not a simple Twitter clone project. It uses a backend with Python, Django REST Python with JWT tokens for authentication rotation. It's hosted on Python Anywhere. PyTests with coverage tests. This other one uses a mock factory to generate data to RabbitMQ and Grafana with Prometheus to collect those metrics. This one is from a recently bootcamp that I participated with Azure, a .NET framework with this is an API. It's a showcase application with Azure host and deployment. And I also have N8N workflow automations. Most of those applications I have hosted on my personal VPS, that I have some services there. I can show here. The e-commerce is on a split VPS, so it's not on my personal VPS. I have a service with Grafana, Loki, and Prometheus to collect tracers and logs and metrics. Uptime Kuma to monitor the services that I have running. I use and I really enjoy use Traefik to manage the routes and the services that I have on my VPS. I have 18 running services, as you can see here. It's quite handful to use Traefik, especially to generate the certificates with Open SSH certificates generation. And all of those services that I'm running here, most of them almost all of them has these workflows with GitHub Actions that is quite handy. For example, in this private repo that I that I'm a collaborator. I have Cloud Code Review Bot to review pull requests, for example, to scan for vulnerabilities or any issues that can lead to safety vulnerabilities. The focus of this bot is this. Cyphers, end-to-end tests, another type of test with Playwright in this example here. And I always have two types of deployments that I like to work with. The production one and the staging deployment. For example, if a client requests some changes on his project, I can deliver him the staging status of this project without interfering the production side. I have an example here. This website that is a tool, a calculator tool. This is a production address, as you can see, and I was working on a blog integration, and as you can see here, I have a staging flag here before the domain. This is a credential protected. Only the client or the developer team has access to it. And as you can see here, we have a difference here. I have a blog section that I include recently that the main version, the production version, don't have it. See? What is so special with this blog here? That I'm with N8N, that I also have some workflows here on my VPS. I pretend to use Payload CMS. Then every kind of user, even the non-technical ones, can edit and make posts. Not only that, with Payload CMS, I can even automate it with some N8N workflow. For example, grab some context and generate and suggest some posts. And this make the blog posting and the blog content generation even more smooth for the client with this kind of integration. I don't have this API integrated on the VPS right now, but I can show it on localhost with the Docker container. Let me show here. I have the Payload CMS here, and I have one post here published for this page on localhost. As you can see here, I can just turn on this. The Payload CMS container is up this project here. Let me start the server to show the local results that I expect to have on the VPS server when it's deployed to the production. And here we have it. The same page, but on localhost with the blog section, and the blog is here. Right. This blog is through the API with the payload. And I also have another container on localhost, almost ready to deploy. Is the Odoo ERP to help to manage company and enterprises with multi-tenant support that I can even sell to any kind of customer. And this blog serves it's a really good example to how to I can scale and sell this kind of service. All of those websites that I build, it's not only the front end. I have on the back end the integration with Google Analytics. And I have the monitoring tools on the VPS side with Grafana and Prometheus integration. I really enjoy to use a Docker container to all of my applications. That's really interesting that you can set some limitations, the hardware limitations, memory, processor, and that prevents many kind of issues with memory leaks and crashes. You can easily identify without interrupting the other services inside the VPS. And not only that, this Docker containers approach that I'm using even provide me a really easy scenario that avoid any kind of lock-in with some expensive server provider. For example, the actual VPS that I use, I already make two migrations. The first VPS that I have contact with, it was EC2 on AWS. Then I had some credits on the DigitalOcean, and when I facing these credits to expire, I start to build and research how to make almost an automated migration. Then I was successful to make this migration from DigitalOcean to other VPS provider with a better competitive price to these projects that I'm running. This workflow here show this process that I'm talking about, that it make the migration of the VPS even with the DNS cut over. So I change from one VPS to another with just one click. Of course, to achieve this level of automation with this workflow took a lot of time and a lot of research and some of attempts here, as you can see. And today I can migrate to other VPS in almost one click. And I also have another safety feature that I'm really enjoying to deal with, is the automated VPS backup, and I have that e-commerce that is on another VPS provider to make daily backups on the AWS S3 bucket. So on every day the GitHub Actions runs these backups to the S3 bucket, as you can see here. These two buckets here that I can even use these to restore in case of any disaster to happen. And it's really fast and easy, right, to achieve this state of application. This is just an overview, of course. I can go way more deeper on each project that I have. I can, especially those projects that I took more than 1 month to make. For example, this one took more than 1 month to make. The Twitter clone took almost 1 month. This e-commerce took 3 months to make it. This one around 2 months. this template for a company. Took around 2 months, and many of these projects are evolving along the time. So if you have any kind of doubts, just contact me in one of those contacts that I'm providing. LinkedIn or WhatsApp, you can chat me here. GitHub page or email me. So I'm doing my best here to show a bit more of my background, my portfolio, and I hope to be clear of my presentation here. And my objective further is to work with backend side, but as you can see, I have full stack capabilities. So I'm open to almost any kind of project, especially those ones that I don't have enough skills. That's helped me to move on. It's really motivates me to learn new stuff, learn new technologies. This makes me feel motivated to always move on. When you achieve something that you never faced before, or that, for example, last month, if I don't have that capability, and this month I can make that thing work, or when you solve a bug or an issue, it's really grateful when that feeling that you can, it's that when you can see and feel when you're evolving on your career and your accomplishments. Again, thank you for your time, and if you have any doubts, just contact me. Later on, I probably will include the new projects or a bit more detailed video on each project that I have.